Disclaimer: the views and opinions in this podcast is intended to educational purposes and is not considered as facts and legal basis. Hello, listeners! I'm Karen Christina, your host podcast for today, and this is your girlie who studies international relations podcast, episode 2. Welcome to War in Gear, Decoding Peace Between Israel-Gaza Conflict, the podcast where we delve into one of the most complex and long-standing conflicts of our time, the Israel-Gaza conflict. Let me highlight a phrase from the revolutionist Marxist Leon Trotsky. You may not be interested in war, but war is interested in you. This phrase resulted in a profound impact on how you perceive the issues happening worldwide. The Israel-Gaza is among the deadliest war where there is no longer mercy in killing hundreds of innocent Jews and Palestinians. These innocent ones are clueless to what the central authorities' plans that might result to evil acts. They are not interested in war. What they want is a place to live with, the so-called national home, where they will be secured from threats and unfriendly neighbors. War is an evil, is something we all know, and it would be pointless to go on cataloging all the disadvantages involved in it. No one is forced into war by ignorance, nor, if he thinks he will gain by it, is he kept out of it by fear. The fact is that one side thinks that the profits to be won outweigh the risk to be incurred, and the other side is ready to face danger rather than accept an immediate loss. Non-state groups like Gaza have become one of the prominent actors in contemporary warfare led by the Hamas group. Military technology with enormous destructive capacity is becoming available to more and more states. This is important not just because the technology to produce and deliver weapons of mass destruction is spreading, but because high advanced conventional military technology is becoming more widely available. As we can see, the still going war in Israel-Gaza, many have died in just a strew of a bomb and airstrikes because of it has advanced military technology. They become more aggressive as what we think they are, that they are dying to get that land regardless of the numbers of innocent ones died. Outside its territory, thousands of people expresses their sympathy. At the same time, powerful actors in international relations didn't stop in solving this conflict. However, the UN Security Council's resolution has been described as woefully insufficient and nearly meaningless. The failure to call for a ceasefire after 5 days of deliberate delays and dilutions of the resolution is incomprehensible and utterly callous. It is a profound dereliction of duty from an organization established to uphold the UN Charter to maintain peace and protect lives, said Sally Abi Khalil, an Oxfam's Middle East and North Africa Regional Director. I'm with Basil Littlehart, the British strategic thinker who once wrote that if you want peace, you must understand war. To truly crave peace, you must reckon with the beast of war, delving into its machinery, the triggers, the tactics, the scars it leaves. Isn't about embracing conflict, but about wielding the knowledge like a shield. By learning war's bitter lessons, we can anticipate its whispers, disarm its triggers, and choose diplomacy's dance over the battlefield's walls. It's a journey through history's darkest corners, not to admire the shadows, but to illuminate the path to a brighter future, where peace isn't merely the absence of war, but its hard-won, cherished victory. What about we divert our thinking? It's not all about who gets what land and how it's controlled, but the lives of the innocent Jews and Palestinians whose struggles a lot just to survive. That's all for today, but tune in next week where we'll get down to the nitty gritty of crossfire diplomacy, decoding the Israel Gaza conflict through international relations. I'm Karen Christina, your host in this podcast, and thanks for tuning in.